Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the game today. Oh wow, it's been a long time. I am Claret. I am Malcolm. He is Claret.
Hey! Oh boy. Oh
Ah
boy.
boy,
Come on.
that has begun so badly. Let's run it back. Welcome back to another edition of the game today. I am Malcolm. He is Claret, and we bring to you today. It's going to be a banger. Are you ready, Claret? How are you doing? It's
Hey
gonna be a
man,
banger.
I'm rocking. Come on, get
All
into
right.
it before our fire gets
Get
out,
it,
bro.
let's
Come
get
on.
it, baby. Let's get this baby started, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to follow, and to support us. Comment, on our social media platforms, YouTube and Instagram. Thank you again for supporting us. We know you love the NBA, and hey, we are here for you, so don't worry. We have every single topic you would ever think of. So let's get this baby started. Clarence, you watched the game yesterday. The Knicks played against the Golden State Warriors at the Madison Square Garden. What do you think about that
Let's
game? Because
go, Warriors. Boo, boo.
I was supposed to watch the game, and then I ended up in this meeting that took me until like the final 2 minutes of the actual game. So I watched the last 2 minutes of the game, but you watched the entire game. Steph Curry, from what I see, played well, you know. But Claret, give us your take. What do you think about the win of your mates?
Well, first of all, let's just say that I'm sure so many people are sleeping on the Warriors, but there is something that cannot be explained by words.
Why are
Yeah.
they sleeping?
Let
Why
me
why
tell
why
you.
why? Why?
Because I turn on TV
Mm-hmm.
and lots of reporters and analysts, they're like, yeah, Jimmy is Jimmy, but that's not a move that will put the Warriors over the hump. Yeah, you see,
It's true.
Steph Curry is in his 30s and 40s.
But see, Steph Curry. People say he's old, but the guy is not old.
Well,
He's
just like
36.
LeBron, those two
LeBron
guys,
is 40.
whatever
He's 36.
whatever that hospital they were born in, man, we need to check some juju. Some happened because those two cannot be the age we are being told. It's just impossible.
All
Anyway,
right, go on. Mm-hmm.
the Warriors are back. When I say they are back, it's because
Nah,
this
bro. No,
you told me to speak. Hey,
you
hey,
know, you know, you
you
know the good
sit
thing
down
about
and
English.
listen.
English,
Listen,
English has
bro. I'm gonna
vocabulary.
punch you.
Okay, good. English has vocabulary, so we have a lot of words. So back
Hey,
one of the
Cho.
words. Get another word. Get another word.
Do
Apart
you
from
know
back.
what happened in 2022? The Warriors won with
Don't
a
worry, I was on
team
the
that
chip.
has a bunch of young guys and mostly inexperienced guys, right? And in 2023, everybody was like, the dynasty is over. Clay is washed.
It
Draymond
is.
cannot. Steph Curry is past. But then I turned back on the TV. Draymond is playing like Draymond that we never seen. Steph Curry is back to his level of MVP caliber type. And then in the mix, you throw an egoless Jimmy Butler. That's,
Mm-hmm.
I think, the key to this whole thing. Jimmy is not trying to stack up. Like, this is the beauty of Jimmy. Jimmy is not trying to get numbers, like absolutely no numbers. He don't even
Just
care
to
what
win.
he gets. If he comes on the court, you make a mistake, he's going to go about you, talk to you, curse you out if it's necessary. And if he gets an open shot, but there is a
Mm,
better shot open, he has
mm,
so much trust in his teammates, even the young guys, that it has elevated their confidence to just let it fly all the time. And
mm.
sometimes in a 7 game series, what you need is your confidence not shaken. And so Jimmy is there. Right now, the Warriors are sitting in the sixth
Fifth,
with the
sixth,
with
fifth,
the
sixth.
with the schedule with the schedule to advance to even five because they
Mm,
have such an easy schedule going forward, right?
I
They have
agree.
the ability to win each and every game,
I
which
agree.
is great for them. Now, what I saw yesterday, I've spoken about whatever. What I saw yesterday was a team that I have seen many years ago win championship, Malcolm. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. They came in the first quarter, they were struggling. Yeah. And then Steph Curry was like, you know what? I am still Waddell the 2nd. Mhm. He hit those threes. He hit those passes. Yeah, he hit those screens that you saw so many years in the championship teams. Now,
Mm.
when I see them beat the Knicks, do you know who I'm worried about in the whole?
Who?
I'm worried about LeBron. That's the only person I'm worried about. Not Luca, not
Boston.
Jokic. I'm worried about LeBron simply because
Mm.
there is nobody who knows Steph and Jimmy than LeBron. Like you can
Mm.
go around and ask. He has seen
Mm.
battles with these guys. He knows them to the go. So I don't care about Boston. I don't care about the Cavs. Yeah, they're good teams. Incredible teams. But LeBron, guys, hey, down
Um,
three to come and win the championship, brother. That is always gonna ring. You know, it has a ring to it. So I'm worried about LeBron. In the West, in the East, I'm fine, except LeBron. So the Warriors are back. They humiliated. I don't want to talk about the game because
so let me get this right. If in a scenario Lakers play without LeBron, like a Lakers Warriors matchup, you think the Warriors will win?
yes, 100%.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the Game Studio Play. Clive was dreaming. He was dreaming. Okay. Thank you guys
But
for joining.
Malcolm,
All right.
before
Now begin.
before I
Again.
just
Because
gave
that was absolute soliloquy. Like I let you speak, I let you speak, I let you speak. That was ridiculous.
no,
Okay, now
but
let's
that
get into
was
our basketball senses now. All
no, but
right.
really that was my faint side as a warrior happening. But now this is
Nah,
my
no. But
analytical.
not even Warrior fans are that insane, bro. Not even Warrior fans think like that. Come on. Let's
Now
okay.
this
Let's
this
run
is
it back now.
this is
Let's
the reporter
delete those
speaking. I
thoughts,
read
man.
the
Delete them.
reporter.
Delete them, boy. Delete them
I mean,
because you're going to
last
cry, man.
night
You're going to cry.
last night the Warriors versus the Knicks, the game was incredible. It was absolutely a show. They put on a show. Both teams, it was very, very like this, end to end, like almost Knicks had the lead in the first quarter, in the first half, mostly, the lead never went over 10, 10, 5, 3, 4, 6. And really for the Knicks side, it was more their bench. Oh my God. I think we have not really talked about that enough, whether it be here or any other TV media in the league, because you have Landry Shamet, Payne. I think McBride's too was coming off the bench, if I'm not mistaken, and a bunch of other guys that are really good. Like, that is a bench that is almost similar to the bench that the Clippers had in those glory days with
Mm.
CP3 and JJ Redick. So it's also the bench like the Iguodolas. Well, not to compare it with the Warriors, but it's a bench that if your starting five are struggling, they can come in and just bully the other bench, right? But then Steph Curry came in again in the second half, put on a show. He's always incredible in Madison Square Garden. Put on a show. They couldn't stop him. When they tried to trap him, every other team, like, I literally saw more than 20 buckets that were wide open. Like, when I say wide open, I mean like in a full zone with no need. Everybody falling onto Steph Curry or everybody falling onto Jimmy. But for the Warriors, I don't really think it was just that. It was more the defense. They put on a defensive masterclass on Jaren Brunson. They put on a 48-minute defense, you know. And I think it's been the reason why they are where they are right now, as the record says. And that has to do
I
with
mean, you
Jimmy.
guys have just
Jimmy.
moved on like 4 spots up, so still to be a big deal.
Ah,
But anyways,
I mean, from
be a big deal. But yeah, I just want to use this opportunity to give the Warriors credit because they know how to close out games a bit better. Because yesterday's game,
Jimmy.
what 4 weeks ago, that was a loss. You guys were losing for fun.
Absolutely.
The last 5 minutes of the game, giving up buckets, and missing a lot of shots in the last 5 minutes, and that's why everyone says Steph is not clutch and Jalen Brunson is more clutch. But but Knicks, did they have Carl Anthony Towns? Was he injured?
I think I don't know if he was injured, if he just didn't play. I
I
think it
think he
was.
didn't play.
Nah, he
He
didn't.
didn't play.
He didn't play.
But yeah, the Warriors, I wanted to give them credit. They now close out games better. Now I haven't watched a ton of games of theirs, but I can tell they've gotten better. And yeah, maybe the opponents haven't been that great. So we are waiting to see how they do against how they fare against the great opponents. But it's still a big win to pick up at the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
There's been this narrative of why everyone targets the Lakers and the Knicks and the Celtics to return, especially from injury. It is very frustrating for the fans because think about Curry, he was out for a couple of days, and then he plans to he schedules his return against the Knicks. Think about Norman Powell against for the Clippers. He plans his return against the Lakers. Everyone plans to come back when they're playing against the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, which is so frustrating because whenever I see Lakers play like teams like Wizards, and for example, Jordan Poole is dropping his 20. He's dropping like his 30%. He's 30% from the 3-point line when he's playing against Lakers. All of a sudden, he's dropping 35 points and he's like 55% from the 3-point line. It's so frustrating that everyone wants to come under the bright lights and play well. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, most of the Lakers and Knicks games are always on national TV, so you gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, for the Knicks perspective, I heard that there were a lot of fans when Curry was making buckets. There was a player I saw in the final 2 minutes. The final minutes, I think the Knicks were man. I think the Knicks was supposed to get like an offensive rebound, and then they got the rebound, and then they messed it up, and then Curry was wide open, and I was like,
Oh yeah. So
this
they
is over. I was like, this is over.
the what the
He
I
was
think
wide open.
it was Branson who shot it, and then they got no. It was Buddy Hield who shot it, I think, and then they got an offensive. Draymond got an offensive rebound, threw it to Jimmy. Everybody flew to Jimmy because if Jimmy is under the rim, you gotta send help, all the help. And then Jimmy sees Steph Curry wandering on the 3-point line all alone.
Yeah,
And they threw the
he
ball
was
to
wide
him,
open.
and then Josh Hart did nothing. He was just like, "Hey man, do what you gotta do,
Yeah, when Steph is
shoot
wide
that
open,
thing."
you're really praying for the rim to like help you.
And he took his
Because,
time, threw it in.
yeah,
He didn't know if he should do a night or if he should do the Michael
yeah, he
Jordan.
didn't know.
He was
Yeah,
confused too,
it was like the final seconds when I think the coach
Yeah.
told him to actually do it. But yeah, Steph Curry, I think he has been for the past 10 games. Has been better. He's looked back to his best. He's looked rejuvenated, revamped, refreshed by the Jimmy trade. We asked for him to get help. Maybe this is the help he needed. It probably won't be enough to reach the Western Conference Finals, let alone the NBA Finals. But it's something because
Whoa,
um
hold on. I think this is something we need to address, Marco. What makes you think that the Warriors are not reaching the conference final with the way they are playing right now?
okay. Let me turn it back to you. What team do you think Warriors will, what teams do you think Warriors is better than
I
in the
think
top?
again, me, I'm gonna take you back to old school type of stuff, matchups, right?
Okay,
I'm
okay.
looking at every team in the
West.
West, and I'm saying we are most likely gonna be able to.
But
We most likely can lose. We can lose to Lakers or Denver. Those are the
the
only teams
Lakers and
I'm
the
worried
Nuggets.
about. Yes, those are the only teams I'm worried about there.
Well, if you
Yep.
have if well, then how would you reach the Western Conference Finals if you don't beat any of the two teams?
Well, but that's where it comes to matchups again. My hopes are, yeah, we don't have to go through Denver, but Denver has to go through Lakers, or Lakers has to go through Denver.
Also,
Right?
you mean like seeding in terms of the seeding and
Yes.
bracket?
Yes.
So
So
your hope is to dodge the good teams and play weak teams all to till the final. That is crazy.
my hope is to keep every other, if it's Lakers or the Nuggets, my hope is to keep them for the second round or the final, the
It
conference
starts
finals.
from the OKC are probably going to be number one seed. So you
Yeah.
guys need to first make sure you're out of the eighth, ninth, and tenth spot. So
Which
you
will
pretty
be.
much which will be or the play-in tournament, because if you lose your first play-in game and you're the seventh seed, then you'll play against the winner of ninth and tenth seed. So that's how you get the OKC. Now
So let me.
the problem is now, let's say Warriors ends like seventh. will they intentionally lose to play the OKC, or will they play like Lakers or Nuggets? Because that, remember, it happened to us as well last year. I remember
I think there
because
is a lot of I think there is a lot of things at stake for them to just lose like that, to kind of chase
you see,
seedings.
bro,
But
you don't have to show that you're losing. Trust me, losing is easy. Intentionally, you just don't play your stars. Simple,
well, Warriors
simple.
have a pretty good idea of doing that. But
Just don't
look,
play them.
I'm look.
You be like,
So
I have spasms, muscle spasms, and this one is also like I have like a problem. I need to recover, and then you lose. You think it's hard? You don't have to go and then not play defense like All-Star game and intentionally show you don't play defense. Just use your kids and tell them to play well, and they'll still lose. You know what I mean? But before you get into the playoff thing, before you
yeah,
get into the whole playoffs and matchups, I just want to speak on Curry because Curry has had a really poor season, especially until the All-Star break. He's not been playing well. He's been dropping 12 points, 8 points, game in, game out. But I think for the past 10 games, he's looked like the Curry he knew from the Olympics. He's looked rejuvenated. He looked tired before, he looked drained, but now he looks like he has that energy
can I
back. We asked for
can
help.
I
He's getting
explain?
his help. Now there's no excuse to not being in the
And
playoffs
I
because
think I think he has not shown any excuse. He has delivered, absolutely delivered.
the expectation for Warriors before the trade was they won't even make the playoffs pretty much. But now I think the reasonable expectation is to make the playoffs.
I don't think
I
there
think
is no reasonable
no.
expectation. Let me tell you,
I think
before
there
you
is. Wait,
guys, before
you think
Luca
you
was traded to the Lakers,
right, right.
what was the expectation for the Lakers?
Before Luka came, we had won like our past 11 games, like 11 in a row before Luka came
So
without
that's
AD.
what I'm saying.
Remember?
What was the expectation?
But we were top six by then before Luka came.
So what was the expectation? The second round, the conference finals,
Like the second round, as long as we don't play Nuggets.
and
But
then
that
when
was
you
before
got
the Nuggets now.
no, there is no if. And then when you got Luca, what was the what is now the
Western
limit?
Conference Finals, at the very
But
least.
we do not
A deep
agree with
run.
that. There is no list. When you have Luca and LeBron, we expect you all the way to the finish line. Like there is
Listen,
no.
listen. If you're asking about Lakers' expectations as a season, the expectation is to win the championship every single year.
Yes. No, 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 no.
But,
I'm saying
but
now with what you have.
right now, you're asking me right now what you think. See what you want as a fan or as a club right now, like in terms of the trade.
Well, both of us are fan because I think as the fan, they are
As a
pretty
club,
much on the same
as
page
a
as the
club, I'm
club.
thinking if I make the Western Conference Finals, that is. I was talking to my friend earlier. I said now with Luca coming, okay, let me phrase it in this way. Before Luca came, before we went on that, okay, let's say before the fires,
Oh
when we
yeah.
were like eighth, ninth, play around there. Before the fires, we weren't that good. We came here every day. We talked about how Lakers is not good, and we talked about how we need a center. We talked about how Eddie wanted a number, how wanted to play at number 4, and number 5. Then, of course, the Lakers by default is to win the championship every year. The Lakers, the Celtics, but that's why I introduced the realistic award, because realistically, if we go, if we the way we were by then, like let's say December, if we reach the way, if we were eliminated from the playoffs in the second round, that would have been okay, an okay run for us. But right now, we get eliminated in the second round. It's a failure season. It's a bad season now. You get what I mean? Because now the goalposts have shifted. Now, at the very least, I'm expecting us to be in the Western Conference Finals. At the very least.
Because me,
And
this is
of
what I'm
course,
thinking.
yeah, yeah. As a fan, I'm
You
already
guys
booking that
are the number
game.
one defense right now and number one offense, right? So
As a fan, you ask me as a fan, I'm booking a ticket to TD Garden right now. I'm saving up money.
I
NBA
don't think
Finals,
that would
I'm
be.
saving.
I don't think you should be that fast right now, but you have a pretty good chance of getting there, right?
We do.
But right now, when Jimmy came to the Warriors, Jimmy has been to the finals twice in the past
Wait,
5 years.
is this about what Draymond said? You really wait, hold up. You really think Warriors now expect to win the championship? Is that what you
Yes,
really believe?
yes.
Oh hell no. That is ridiculous.
It's not.
That is asinine because you guys have no chance of winning the championship.
What is the difference between the construction of the Lakers roster right now and the Warriors roster?
You
They
keep,
both have
you,
help.
you keep comparing Lakers to Warriors. I told you, bro, stop doing that. You're comparing Abuja
No,
Magic.
I'm no,
Stop doing
because
that.
that's look. You push me
First of
too.
all, first of all, the Wolves are better than the Warriors. The Mavs would
The
have been
what?
better than the Warriors. The Wolves are better than the Warriors. The
Are you
Wolves.
insane?
The Wolves are. They may not have the playoff. They may not have to be the higher seed, but they are. The Clippers always beat Warriors. The Clippers always beat Warriors. So,
But that was, listen, in a one game situation
mm,
without Jimmy. Again, people are forgetting this. This is the second half of the season after the
right,
All-Star. What do
right,
we have? It is
right.
Jimmy Butler. So the reason why we were losing against the Clippers, we didn't have personnel to match up. They had bigger wings to stop Steph Curry, but now you can't stop Jimmy regardless of what you have. You just can't.
I've had that before. No, it was you
Have
can
you?
stop Kuminga, you can stop Steve, you can stop Kuminga, you can stop Draymond, you can stop Wiggins. We've had that before, but, yo,
You
I
see,
can't believe I can't
Malcolm,
believe
now
you
you're
actually.
playing Hera. Listen, Malcolm, you're playing Hera situation right now. You do
Mm-mm,
know who Jimmy is, Malcolm. Like, you do know. We both
I do,
witnessed what Jimmy
but
did.
listen, I think what you think is that I think Warriors are bad. I just think other teams are better.
No.
That makes sense.
But
There's many other teams that are better than Warriors, even with Jimmy, with your
you gotta
Jimmy guy.
prove. You gotta prove how better they are.
But you guys haven't played a game yet, like a game since Jimmy came. So let's wait for those games.
We just
The
played
game you
TD
played against
Garden.
Lakers, we beat you. We beat you guys without even us with LeBron. We beat you guys left and right. So you
Let me
keep
tell
comparing
you,
Lakers to
we
Warriors.
still have one
Lakers
more
always
game.
beat Warriors. Hmm? Let me check.
We
Okay,
still have one
okay.
more
So
game.
I know you guys beat OKC once. Let me check
No,
OKC
we still
versus.
have one more game with the Lakers. And
Ah, I think you mean you still have one more loss. But let me see. So Thunder
you see,
beat
that's a
Warriors.
problem. That's
Okay,
a
okay,
problem right
Warriors are
there.
beating. Okay,
Listen,
Warriors. Okay, you guys have Thunder's number. Okay, I'll give you that. But I also told you Thunder is not good because you guys have beaten Thunder even without Jimmy. You guys have
well,
beaten Thunder, bro. You guys have beaten Thunder twice out of 3 times without Jimmy Butler. See, I told you that's why I don't trust Thunder.
how did we do with the Celtics? I'm more curious about the Celtics.
The Celtics, remember we talked about it the first game when you went and there was no Jalen Brunson, and then you guys are all happy. You remember that time when you guys like 12-3? Remember the first
Okay.
season, like the first months.
We didn't have Jimmy too, so no problem. But no, but again, Malcolm, look, I think the Warriors have upgraded very highly. I'm still
I think
worried
they have,
for them for teams like Denver with bigger players, Denver and Cavs.
and the
But
Lakers and the
well,
Clippers and the
I would be
Grizzlies.
more. So this is
Hey,
the thing with the Lakers. I mean, with the Lakers, if Jonathan Kuminga comes back,
I've had that before.
listen,
I've
because
had that before.
this is what I'm more worried about your Lakers, Malcolm. I'm worried about our defense against the Lakers. But with Jimmy and Kuminga, Draymond, you only have to expose Steph Curry defensively. And I think Luca will be pretty much covered.
How many times over the years have we beaten Warriors? But you keep saying if Jimmy plays, if this
But
guy
that
plays, if this guy plays.
but
Okay,
Malcolm, why are
okay,
you
okay,
stuck in the
okay,
past? Why are you
okay.
stuck in the past, Malcolm? Wake
Because
up.
this
They
repeats
have
itself.
Luca. Luca cannot play defense to save his goddamn life if
We
you
don't have brains.
exploit him.
We don't have brains. We don't have Nachimura, but we don't have any. We don't make excuses as well.
We don't either.
Wait, when we last beat Warriors, did you guys have Jimmy?
No, we didn't.
Did we have Luca?
No, you didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
why do you
that's what
keep
I'm
saying we have
saying.
Luca?
Matchup wise, you get Luca, we better.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because now, because I know Steph Curry, the only person who can stop Steph Curry on the Lakers team is Vanderbilt. Even Gabe Vincent tried it, and I'm sure he did not succeed
Ah,
that much.
well,
Anyways,
well, well.
moving on from the
Then I
Lakers
guess,
and the Warriors.
then I guess Steph Curry needs to do better because we have stopped Steph Curry over the past 2 years without doing anything. and now we're even a better team.
I
So
can't wait for. My only problem is that the Warriors and the Lakers might not be wanting to chase any seedings and resting their players when that game
listen,
comes.
so you're waiting for that game you're playing in April against the Warriors for you to determine if you guys are worried about Lakers. Trust me,
No,
don't
no,
don't
no, no.
stress.
It's not about being
Don't,
worried. It's gonna just
don't,
be more like we're gonna show you that we can beat you. Simple.
but we've already swept. We've beaten you 3 out of the 4 times this season, so
That's cool.
it doesn't
That's
do any
okay.
good.
That's
And
okay.
besides, we won't get the Warriors because if we do, we're going to beat you guys in 4 or 5. So I'm not. I told you, Claret, the team I'm worried about. I remember when I sent the audio before Kyrie got injured. I was like, it's the Mavs, the Wolves, the Kings, then the Warriors. Right now, it's the Mavs, it's the Wolves, the Kings, and then the Warriors. Because you guys, see, the thing about Warriors fans is that they talk a lot when their team actually does not perform. That's the problem about Warriors fans. And they win 1 or 2 games against small teams, and then they get excited. They get carried away. That's a problem. And they have so many excuses They have so many excuses. We didn't have Moody. We didn't have Gary Payton. We didn't have Kuminga. We didn't have Podziemski. Podziemski plays shit. Kuminga plays nothing.
Because
He
their
plays
identity is strength in numbers.
nothing. So
The Warriors' identity is strength in numbers, brother. Remember?
But anyways, we'll talk about it later. Claret, the Warriors end up beating the Knicks.
Yeah.
I don't remember the final score, but give them credit. They beat at least a good team in the run they've had the past 10 games. I think they're now 8-2, if I'm not mistaken, since Jimmy Butler came. Which is fair, regardless of the teams. You can only play the teams in front of you, So yeah, they are definitely better than how they were before the trade, but I still feel like they're not even as good as, let alone the Lakers or Nuggets. I still feel they're not even as good as the Clippers or the freaking Grizzlies. But anyways, if that's what you want to believe as a fan and gets your mind biased and crowded and corrupted as an NBA fan, you will see the reality when you're crying in tears here when you guys are knocked out in the first round. We'll see that by a small team, So, but let's move on. Because I keep warning you, don't put expectations on Warriors. You keep
You
on doing
remember
that.
how you cried
What
after
happened?
Denver beat your ass last year?
I keep on
I don't
telling
want
you,
you coming back to laugh.
bro. I told from like 2 years ago. I was telling you, I was telling Shannon, I was telling Shannon's mom, I was telling Neville, I was telling McDonald. Please don't trust Warriors. You guys keep on trusting them. Whenever they lose,
So at least we were loyal. Yeah, we were. We knew we didn't have much to compete. We didn't. I was just having, but I didn't really put much into it because I know we didn't have as much chance. But right now, Malcolm, with this roster today,
right? Because you've been 18-2 in the last 10 games against small teams. So my question is,
because we have freaking Jimmy Butler, Chief. Come on, put it out there.
Why are you so into Jimmy Butler, bro? It's like he's good.
He is the GOAT, man, because this man has a switch when it comes to the playoffs.
I mean, was it that game against Magic when he dropped like 4 points only? And
that's why I told you. That's why I told you. This is the greatest time the Warriors have ever had. Because this guy is not here for numbers. He is here to win. To what? To win. Absolutely not.
Okay. Finally, just to go back on what we talked about earlier, where do you see the Warriors end the season and will be okay? Like, I'm not a failure.
You played the Lakers or the Denver Nuggets in the conference finals, whether you win or lose.
That's okay.
That's okay.
What about if you meet the Lakers or the Nuggets in the first round and you lose?
No, we're not losing.
What if? Is that okay? So is it that? So I guess my point is it the depth of the playoffs or is it the teams? Like regardless of the round, because the deep run is defined by winning at least 2 playoff series, which means you have to be in the Western Conference Finals.
So that was when I say Western Conference Finals. That's me speaking from what I see right now. Yeah.
So is it the rounds or is it the teams? So I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. You get my point? Like for example, Lakers. For example, like for me, Lakers as a Lakers fan right now, if we lose in the first round now with the way we've been playing, it's a failing season, regardless of the team. It's a failed season.
The Warriors
if
finish.
If we lose to the Nuggets in the finals, if we lose to Celtics in the NBA finals, it's not a failed season. You get what I mean?
Okay, if the Warriors reach the finals, they don't win, they have failed. If the Warriors
Which finals? Which
reach
finals?
the whole thing,
Wait, repeat that. Run it back. Run it back. You said what?
if the Warriors reach the finals and they don't win, they have failed. But if they reach the conference finals, they lose, they still have a good season. But this is me telling you,
What
Malcolm.
if they reach the conference finals with the Thunder and they lose?
They can't. It's just impossible.
But we've been doing hypotheticals all along, so stop going into can'ts and cannots.
Yeah, but also they were based on things like Lakers and Denver, right? Or Denver and Lakers, because you understand what that brings.
Okay.
But if
Fair
you
enough.
throw Thunder there,
fair enough. Because I also don't trust them. That I don't have a debate for you. That Thunder. If even I think Warriors can beat Thunder, then that's how much I don't estimate Thunder because I don't evaluate them. I don't. But anyway, so for you, it's about the rounds. It's about the rounds.
Yes.
So you really think Warriors will win the NBA Finals?
I do think that.
Can we clip this so that we can get back to it like in March? I mean in May when you guys are out of the first round, because we will. We absolutely will, and then the whole world will know how embarrassing it is.
And listen, if you what is your seeding? Actually, what is your seeding right now too?
Yeah, I kept on telling you, don't get carried away, but you keep getting carried away.
Who, me? No, I'm speaking facts, man.
Oh, so when Warriors lose the next 4 of the next 6 games, now you're going to start crying. Oh, my Warriors. Oh, my Warriors.
Well, again, realistically speaking, losing the next 4 games, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad. I would just be disappointed because they are all winnable.
But you still believe in the NBA Finals? Yeah.
Yes.
People, you need to move on because you spent 30 minutes on so much soliloquy, and clearly it's a dream and it's not reality. But let's move on to the team that actually does not have a dream, but it's actually a real expectation. The Lakers, baby. Let's go.
Bro, we just
LA, baby, LA.
We can't. We need to move on.
The Lakers clearly beat the. Which team did you play? The Pelicans yesterday.
Very bad
terribly. Did you watch the game?
Yes.
What do you think about the Lakers win?
I thought they bullied. I thought they bullied the what do you call it? I thought they bullied the Pelicans, but the Pelicans are bad. They're just bad.
Did you see Zion Williamson, what he did to us in the paint? He had 16 buckets in the paint. Actually 17 in the paint. But why the Lakers win even when we had 17 buckets in the paint?
Again, I don't think the Pelicans are in any way equipped to beat any team right now, simply because they don't have enough. So I still credit I think what shined the most for the Lakers was their offense. They exploited everything, played simple basketball, clean basketball to be exact.
You saw that 3% on IG.
Yes. I watched the game too, so I understand. Like, I saw everything. Sometimes, and what I liked about it is they never let the guard down during the game. Like, there wasn't a time where I was like, yeah, they're gonna lose. No. Even when the lead kind of shrinked, it was always like, yeah, regardless of their efforts, the Pelicans, I don't think you have much of it.
Did you know that the Lakers have not had that game where we've been like 10 points down like the whole turn of the year? We've been dominating games and by winning by at least 10 points, like comfortable. Yeah, some games we had like a 24-point lead in the first half, and then by the fourth quarter it's like an 8-point lead, 5-point lead. But we've pretty much been comfortable even without a big. So what are Lakers doing essentially? That even without a big, they're actually winning and actually raising hopes, because essentially even with AD, we all knew that Lakers, when they traded Luka, they are going to score points offensively. but we're worried about defensively. Everyone said like LeBron and Luka will never work together. You said that, but what are the Lakers doing that even when they don't really have a good defender? LeBron is old, he's 40. Luka is not a very good defender. Reeves is injured. Hachimura is injured. What? And we don't have a big yet, and yet we've been the best defensive team since January. The most steals, the best, considered the least points, highest defensive rating, least points scored against, everything defensively, apart from like a couple of things that the OKC leading as well. What are the things the Lakers are doing that even without a big, we're able to beat teams like the Nuggets with Jokic, the Clippers with Zubac, not just once, thrice with Zubac, and yet they're actually dominating our weakness in the big, but we still end up coming up with a win. So, what do you think the Lakers are doing? Because whatever they're doing, it's convincing. It's convincing that they don't need a big, and yet they actually do. So,
I think what they have realized as a team is that they benefit so much from playing small because it gives them more athleticism and speed, which is really required for Luka and LeBron to be effective, right? So, and again, they have exploited it. They have kept their bigs. Jackson Hayes is a big but very mobile, very versatile. You can use him in different situations. Can guard mode on the
yesterday
perimeter.
made him look like, I don't know, Prime Gafford.
So that exactly. And again, the only time that things might get a little bit bad for him is when he meets people like Steph Curry, people like Nikola Jokic, because one can expose you down low, and then the other one can expose you, on the outside, right? But again, Nikola might not be much of a big threat if his supporting cast isn't, because you guys are just gonna put all the efforts on him, and if the rest of the guys cannot
you see what
really
we're doing?
score,
What we did against Jokic. This guy Joe Mazzulla copied us. You saw what he did. He's triple teaming Jokic.
which is effective because they don't really have much of it. And again, this is why I said like I believe in the Warriors, is because they have found pieces that fit what they do. Denver and the Warriors, their system is Steph and Nikola.
Yeah. Whoever
But
is
the
watching,
only
guy, go on.
But the only difference is that right now Nikola's supporting cast doesn't seem to be producing as they used to, right? Because they had all those shooters, right? So I don't know what they're gonna do now, but again, if they can find that little supporting cast within them, I don't know what they're gonna do. Again, I cannot count them out because they're the Denver Nuggets, but that's the only difference between it and the Warriors. Why they having success? Simply because of their supporting cast, because it allows Steph to do what he does most, attract the rest of the team. Because, like, remember last year, a couple games ago before Jimmy, he would be quadruple teamed, 5 triple teamed, if that is a word, and everyone else will have an open layup and they will miss it. Right, and that's been the story now. Like, Jimmy is gonna be the second guy. You cannot double Steph because you also have to pay attention to Jimmy. So the supporting cast, and then it's the same thing. Like, if you think about it, it's the makeup of the LA. It's LeBron and Luka. You cannot pay attention to one because the other one will kill you. So those three teams, and the other team to look out for and throw in the mix is Clippers. Right?
Especially against the Warriors. I think you need to add that.
Clippers are, Jesus Christ, they are so athletic, big, force. Hey, mama, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we struggled against them. I saw they were tough tests.
Yeah, it's and now you add Tyloo as a coach in a playoff. You know what he's been able to do in his career.
Guy, Chris Dunn is playing well, both defensively and offensively.
It's Tyloo, brother. I don't like when Tyloo takes over things. He has a way. He's.
Do you see that the Phoenix Suns kid who I watched on Instagram who was playing well yesterday? Do you see
Chris Dunn?
Son's kid. Everyone's talking about him now. Was playing well, but Chris Dunn is playing well for Clippers. We played against them like last week. They're playing well. They're playing well. But going back on the Lakers, from what I see is that it's a risky plan because we are sort of with when Eddie was there, right? We had the height and the presence in the paint. So I thought maybe they used to trust him to handle business. But now that he's not there, now we are relying on each other as a team more, switching for each other, screening for each other, you know, deflecting the ball, quick hands for each other, running out for each other. Vando is back to his absolute best now. Vincent is playing well defensively as well. He's kind of slacked off offensively in the shooting, but he's playing better defense. A couple of weeks ago, he was shooting better, much better, like 12 points in a game. Like on those 12 points, there were like at least two or three threes. If that's grammar, it actually is grammar because it's a 3-pointer. But yeah, he's been playing better defensively. Now imagine, I asked you, imagine if we didn't lose Christie and AD.
Oh, shoot. In that case,
but
then
that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because you have to trade some pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is that we are doing a risky plan. We are sort of crowding the middle and trusting that the opponent's shooters are not going to make the shots, and it has worked for us the past months. Because against the Celtics, it's not gonna work on that day. You know what I mean?
Cubs, Celtics,
it's not going to work. You know what I mean?
Can't work.
Stop, guys. Whoever is watching, currently is a Warriors fan. Clearly,
no, Malcolm. Let me show you the stats. For over the past 8 games, the Warriors has been the best 3-point shooting team. So I'm not capping. Okay. You want me to show you the stats?
Show them.
All right.
You're gonna make. But hey, you see. But hey, let me let you have your fun. Have your dreams because you also let me have my dreams even in our tough times. Enjoy your dreams, but you gotta stop with this soliloquy one day, man. I advise you. Why do you think most Warriors fans are quiet now? They used to talk a lot, but it's only you.
Because I understand the game.
But now everyone is quiet, everyone. And the whole state of California is being carried by the Lakers. Warriors have had a poor season, maybe until lately. Suns may not even make the playoffs. Kings in and out. They lost De'Aaron Fox. They lost their coach. Who else is in California? Clippers, maybe. Lakers are carrying the whole state. So, in terms of sales on the court, off the court, we're making the blockbuster trades. No one else is doing that. So, yeah. Where are the stats?
I'm getting them, sorry.
But yeah, it will affect us against the Celtics, especially if Celtics are shooting and not just breaking threes. This game plan. But JJ Redick we trust, in every scenario, every game plan, he's come up with a perfect game plan. And he seemed to have minimized the critics because everyone said that LeBron got him the job because they had a podcast together and because Lakers was losing. There's Davinham. It was that time when there was a lot of rumors. And then JJ Redick seems to get the job. Yeah, they first tried to go to the Yukon guy. I even forgot his name. Dan Hurley, and then they go to other guys, but then they ended up with JJ Redick. So there was a lot of conspiracy theory, that LeBron got him the job. But now, and people are like, he's still a rookie coach. But now, he's actually our next topic. Coach of the year candidates. Who are your coach of the year candidates? Actually, who? Because there are 4 coach of the year candidates. But who is your front runner?
Man, I think, like you said, I might have to go with JJ, man. But then, because the only reason is because your guy from Cleveland isn't really. He's not a first-year coach because he coached in Brooklyn. So, but JJ is his first year, so I think JJ wins.
Kenny Atkinson.
Kenny Atkinson. You don't pronounce the T, anyways. Atkinson is not a first timer. He's in his he got fired from the Nets and then got a job in the Warriors and then now as a head coach again. But It's JJ Redick. I don't think there is anyone right next to him. Even the
I think
Piston guy.
the Pistons guy, yeah. I think he's also
I
done
don't
well.
think. No, I don't think it's the same thing because the Pistons guy might have brought the team from far to a better place, but JJ and just not having the experience and being able to do what he's been able to do
And
with that team,
the criticism,
yeah, and the
like
pressure. So
it's doing me. And obviously, bro, as an NBA, bro, you're not gonna give the award to the Pistons guy. You wanna give it to someone where you can get ratings.
of
So
course,
it's scripted. It's
indeed.
scripted. So I
Anyways, you
can
look at
yeah.
the stats you asked for. There they are.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
And
But
again,
yeah.
those are the teams. Those are including the Celtics. Those are the teams I mentioned that they can beat you because you guys are so reluctant regarding the 3 point.
No.
Hey,
No.
don't say I
I'm
didn't
not
tell you
talking there.
now.
The only teams that can beat us, Claret, the Celtics, who we even beat this year, and we're going to play them again on Saturday.
Nah,
So
it's
when
gonna
we
be a
beat you,
playoff game, not.
we'll try. What's wrong? What's wrong with Saturday?
I said it would be in a playoff game, not, you know.
Oh, in a playoff series, okay. The Celtics and the Cavs, because the Cavs have size everywhere.
Hey, you don't fear Nuggets? Hello, this one.
No.
Damn, bro.
We beat the Nuggets. You're acting like you don't watch basketball.
Well, again, I just told you I'm looking at the playoffs. I'm not looking at a one-time game, Chief. Yo, I don't care if you sweep.
But anyone apart from the Nuggets, think about it.
I'm telling you.
Think about it. We've only lost to what? We've only lost to one team in the first 2 years of our playoffs. Damn.
Yeah. But
damn, bro. Damn. If you think about it, and the only reason we lost against the Nuggets in the finals 2 years ago, we could have played against the Miami Heat in the finals, and we could have beaten the Heat. But now check, the Nuggets beat us. So now, matter of fact, I don't know if it's just me, but I actually want to play the Nuggets because we need to get our revenge, and I feel like JJ Redick is the best person to beat them. But anyways, yeah, we've got it down. Our coach of the year is JJ Redick. Let's talk about LeBron James. LeBron James, 50,000 points, man. The boy cooking. He won the player of the month. 29, like almost 30 points a game, like 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 steals. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like
I don't think
he's 40, man. He's 40. He's 40.
I don't think people understand. I don't think people understand in any way because
no one has played this good for this long. Like it's our next topic, the MVP race, because LeBron is literally playing at an MVP level, like at his age, he's better than 98% of the league players, 50,000 points at age 40. Now it may seem normal for a man like LeBron, it may seem like it's a cliche, but he's actually doing a lot of work. He's dropping dimes.
I know he understands what is
dunking.
what it means.
He's dunking people as well. It's crazy. He's current, man. And LeBron, man, it looks like he can play another 3 to 5 years because Luka can take him off the ball, Back on the point of people saying that LeBron and Luka will never work out, it worked out with him and Kyrie, worked out with him and
you remember me telling you that I'm actually worried about the Lakers more than any other team when Luka went there, because that's the
scary worried about the Lakers even before Luka went there. Because before Luka it was AD and Reeves and LeBron, I think the only time the Warriors have beaten Lakers is the preseason. Apart from that, I think the last time was like what?
Anyways, guys, LeBron is still the best.
Because clearly you're getting carried away and you're comparing Bujumbura to Cape Town. So I don't use that analogy.
I still don't understand Bujumbura to Cape Town. Like, that's the most random thing, bro. Jeez.
Man, I went to Bujumbura 10 years ago. Man, it's so underdeveloped, man. It's so. I hope it's developed now because it was was so
You
low
sound
key.
like you sound like a Western person, bro. Right now, you sound like a Karen. I swear to God.
But yeah, LeBron. Who are your top 5 MVP candidates?
Ah man. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with the stats. I can't really tell you that there is much.
Okay, I will tell you: Shea, Jokic, Giannis, LeBron, Donovan Mitchell.
Are you
LeBron is
crazy?
playing at that level. Hmm?
What is wrong with you?
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Did I just hear you throw LeBron in it?
Yeah, he's in top 5 now.
Uh-uh.
He's playing at an
Bro,
MVP level. Look at his stats.
let me ask
Look,
you, yeah.
look.
Hey, repeat your list again.
Shea, SGA or Shea, Jokic. I think SGA is the front runner right now. Jokic, Giannis, LeBron, Donovan Mitchell. And that's it. I don't think any other person comes in. Who do you think comes in those top 5? Apart from
I
those
don't know
5.
why. I don't know why you threw in LeBron, man. I think you
So who are
could
you
have done
throwing over
somebody
LeBron
else.
right now?
I don't know, man.
So
JT.
you don't know. So you guys, I don't know why you guys hate LeBron. So you don't know why LeBron is the top 5, but
You
but
know,
you know why.
you know, you know. I can just throw in Steph Curry because they are the
Oh
only two.
hell no! Oh hell no! What's wrong with this Steph Curry agenda? Chuck, we should be in a good debate. We should be top 10. This guy is not even top 10 all the time. He's not even this whole Steph Curry. I don't know why people. Listen, I love Steph Curry, but man, all due respect, he's a shooter. He's not a player. You know what I mean? He's not a basketball player. He's a shooter. He's a shooting assassin.
You know
Great.
what?
Greatest shooter of
At
all
this
time.
point,
He's not a basketball
we
player.
are.
Steph Curry in top 5. Oh man,
Guys, if you are
bro,
watching right now, yeah,
wake up,
please
player, wake up, wake
comment
up,
comment
wake up,
somewhere, yeah. Tell
wake
this
up.
man that he is. Oh my god, bro.
So
Uh,
so for you think I'm doing like a bias sort of like agenda because I'm a Lakers fan and I
no,
brought in LeBron.
I
Look
just
at
don't think
LeBron's
LeBron is
three
supposed to
stats
be
and
part
see.
of the race.
I'll not even be shocked if LeBron has made more threes this year than Steph. You check and see. Probably has as well. Steph Curry has been dropping like 5 points the whole season until like the past 2 months. So check.
Well, I don't think you are basing LeBron's candidacy from what he's done all season. I think you're basing it from what he's been doing from this look around.
No.
If you basing it for the rest
All
of the
season,
season, then you have no
all
case.
season is top 5. All season. In fact,
Then give
all
me,
season,
then
top
give me Embiid, give me JT.
5.
Those are all candidates.
Bro, did you just say Embiid?
Tyrese Maxey.
You said Embiid.
No, I say Tyrese Maxey.
You think Tyrese has had the greatest season than LeBron?
Oh, okay. Again, give me Cade Cunningham from the Detroit. These are all players who have been
Let's
producing.
move on because you guys said LeBron.
No. But simply
Yes,
because
LeBron.
LeBron is the GOAT doesn't mean he has to have the privilege of having these accolades. I am just saying it.
Well, he's going to be in top 5 whether you like it or not. So
You see,
deal with it.
there it is. You sound like Shannon right now. You sound like a Shannon shot.
Because go check the leaderboard. You go check the MVP leaderboard and see.
Anyways, where
Go
are
check.
we? Apart from
Let's move on.
I don't
Because
think Shea deserves it though. Shea and Joker.
Shea will win it. Shea will
No
absolutely win
comment.
it.
Shea
Yeah.
and Joker.
Shea,
Shea and
Jokic,
Joker.
Giannis, LeBron, Donovan Mitchell. Period.
Oh my god.
No one else.
Oh my god.
Steph Curry, past 1 week, sure. Past whole season, absolutely not even top 20. So let's get that out of the way. People, he's a Warriors fan. He's not an NBA analyst. So if you want NBA knowledge, come to me because he is biased as hell. Let's move on.
Do you see that?
What? JT is having a greater season than Donovan Mitchell. Come on, Malcolm. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree as well.
And you threw in LeBron.
Okay, LeBron is having a better season than JT.
Andre, thank you. Oh, I don't know who this is, but thank
I
you
know you, I
because
know you, I 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 know
this
you.
guy needs
And
to be
LeBron for sure is
educated,
top five.
man. This guy
But
needs to
why
be
he didn't
educated.
say JT over LeBron. He said JT over Mitchell.
I don't care, but I still keep Mitchell there. But which means you brought in Mitchell. You take out Mitchell because you brought in LeBron. So take out LeBron, bring in Mitchell.
No. Take out Mitchell, bring in Tatum, then move Tatum to 4, then move LeBron to 5. But
No,
LeBron is in top 5.
you got a problem, man. Hey,
He's in top 5.
anyways, anyways.
Where does Steph Curry rank for you in all time? Because Chuck said that he
Sorry,
needs to be like a bit.
fourth. I've got Michael, I've got Kobe, I've got LeBron, and I've got Steph,
I want the order. I want the order.
and
I want
yes,
the
I just
order.
gave it to you. Michael
You
Jordan.
think Michael Jordan is the GOAT?
No, I said what you asked me for my order, right? Michael Jordan, LeBron, no. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, 5. I don't
Okay,
care whoever says
guys,
none.
as I said, don't listen to Clarity. Listen to me.
No problem.
Steph Curry is not top
No
10 in all
problem.
time. KD is better than Curry, in fact, in top 10. So don't listen to Clarity. And the fact that he thinks Kobe is ranked higher than LeBron, just that should be enough detail for you to not listen to this guy. Please don't. I don't even know what, bro. Sometimes I just begin questioning how you man your basketball knowledge, because you have ridiculous texts. I mean texts, asinine texts, bro. Man, get it together. Steph Curry, man, Chuck, bro. Number 4 all time. How are you even typing, bro?
I
But,
just had to. I had to, bro, because
come on.
you're just getting on my nerve.
Listen,
Anyways,
listen. LeBron, MJ, Kareem, Shaq, Magic Johnson, Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kevin Durant, Big O. Like there's a lot of people before Steph Curry. So, but
the
I'll give you this.
the only problem is
I'll give you
you are talking about
all time. That's a problem. Steph is not even okay.
the
Shooters of
problem
all
is
time.
you're talking Malcolm, you're talking about dominance. We're talking about best. Best comes with a lot of attributes. But if you throw in some of the names you threw there, I don't think they
talking about
qualify.
best player and best player who has done it on defensive end. Steph has done nothing in the defensive end. Nothing, absolutely nothing on the defensive end. So that's why he's not even top 10, and yet he's the number 1 shooter of all time, because he's done nothing defensively. So bringing him against all the players who have won 11 championships and people have won defensive players of the years is absolutely, it's not just hyping Curry, but it's insulting players, a lot of players, So when Curry says, when Chuck says he needs to, for you, I can understand, because you're biased and you don't really think, with
So you think for LeBron to put him number 1 and over more?
For someone like Chuck, no, not Chuck. I've been saying the wrong word. Shaq. For someone like Shaq to think that Steph is even ahead of him, that is absolutely ridiculous. But we'll move on.
You see you're lying.
Chat. Where does Steph Curry rank all time? Top 10, top 15, top 5. Because he's hell not in top 5. Maybe top 10 I can give you debatable is the 10th or 9th, but absolutely not top 5. Especially not after LeBron. After LeBron is Jordan.
You are insane.
One time I asked you this question and you said apparently it's Kobe who's the GOAT.
Yes, he is my GOAT. I said he is my GOAT.
Okay, so you're GOAT. Okay. I guess my question was in terms of basketball perspective, where does he rank in all time? He's in top 15. There you are. No, like basketball, not like your personal thing, like basketball.
Yes, it's like basketball, not mine. It's MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Steph, KD.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Anyways.
What will I do for you, man? What will I do for you, bro? What will I do for you, man? I need to teach you. You're far.
Let's talk about the struggles of the Dallas Mavericks.
Let's talk about the Mavs, man. Because Kyrie, man, Kyrie got injured. He got an ACL tear.
Oof,
And
insane stuff,
now
man.
Kyrie is out, Anthony Davis is out, Daniel Gafford is out, PJ Washington is out, Derek Lively is out. They traded Derek Jones Jr. or Derek Jones Sr. if I'm not mistaken. They traded Luca. Their whole starting lineup is out. You know that Dallas we feared last year, who with the NBA Finals, pretty much is out. You know they have to guess who they have to rely on now. Take a wild guess. Someone who
I'm not
should
gonna say it.
that elimination game. He just offered in an elimination game. He only shoots
I
threes
think
when you need the most.
I
Unfortunately,
think I think Clay has been incredible.
no,
He has
not
been
in not
good,
in
you
six
know.
minutes. He
You
shot
look
0
at
for 10
things.
in an elimination game. 0 for 10. No
You
one will
know,
ever forget that TP performance. No one will ever. No one. Not
well,
even me. And I'm not a Warriors fan. But that's what they have to rely on. So we feel bad for them. We send Curry our wishes. You know. I mean, I saw his video. Was it you who sent it to me when he was talking
yes.
about how he's better. He feels better to talk about it. And those days when you get injured, you would keep it and be frustrated. But now it feels like people need to vent out. That's all BS, man. You're pissed when you get injured, man. When you get injured, man, I'm
No, it's
pissed,
I
man.
think what I was talking about, Malcolm, is this, right? It's different because when you are injured, while you see a path forward, it's frustrating. But when you're injured, knowing that that's it for the season, you don't have time to be mad. You can only focus on what's gonna be
Recovering.
because yeah, you know. But if you know, like you might like they might extend your time, but then there's a possibility of coming back. That time you have to wait to come back is frustrating. I think what it was meaning is like I had to think, yeah, this is it. The blessing is that I can come back next year, so let me focus on this. Otherwise,
Yeah,
everybody will
and
be pissed when they get injured.
like technology now with NBA, they have the best doctors in America. They can easily fix your ACL in within 6 to 8 months. You know, you don't really have to take 1 2 years like how it used to be the old days. But Kyrie is old now. You know, the rehab will be much longer. You know, do you think he'll come back? You know, back to his best?
Well, because again, Kyrie is more of his style of play allows him to do that. I don't think he needs as much as we think the needs to be able to do what he does because most of it is more natural to him. So again, it's gonna be tough. Some things will go away. His bounce will be a little different,
His
but
speed.
yeah, his speed will reduce
And he's getting
significantly.
older,
But
man. It's not easy to bounce back as fast. But where does this leave the Mavs season, man?
over.
Because that day before I told you that, man, if I think about it, Derrick Jones, sorry, Anthony Davis, Kyrie, Klay Thompson. You saw what Klay Thompson was doing against the Lakers recently. Yeah, we won the game, but there was a span, man. He was just shooting, man, shooting. And bro, the way he shot goes in, it's so smooth, eh? It's like the ball hits the bottom of the net and it hurts you. It pierces you,
That
man.
yeah, that sound
It,
is
it,
insane.
it hurts, man. Because for Curry, it's sort of an expectation that he's going to make a three every three he takes, so it's not really a big deal. So that when he misses,
You
it's
you
like,
get more surprised when some he
but when
takes
it's
like
Klay
bro.
Thompson, because you have seen him like drop off for 10, you're like, nah, he ain't gonna make it. And when he makes it and he makes that sound, it's like, damn, it hurts, man. So there was that span when he played against Lakers. So I was thinking, man, Kyrie, Christie, AD, Clay Thompson, Gafford, Lively, PJ Washington. Man, these guys can still cook, man. And
Yeah.
now they're all out, you know. So where does this leave them? Before it was Warriors, I think there was 7 games behind, and the Clippers were 7 games behind, and then Wolves, Mavs, Kings were all tied at 7.5 games behind, just zero point 0.5 games away from the Warriors and the Clippers. But now I think they're now 1.5 games behind the Warriors and everyone else. So now they're already deteriorating. Matter of fact, the last time I checked today, they were losing today.
Well,
And
it's
they
gonna
lost
be
again to the
expected
Bucks
from
by
now.
30 points, you know.
From now on,
So
it's gonna be expected.
it's gonna be expected. So where does this leave them? You know, do you think they'll even make
Absolutely.
a 10 seed?
They
You think
they might make the play the
then
play-in.
because even the Suns at 11th, they're not really doing anything, you know.
Yeah. And
But
also like their schedule isn't too bad. So yeah.
yeah, but do you think they need to shut down AD because just or they would keep him for some games, get some with
There
him?
is no need to bring him back.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
also
need.
think they just bring him back next year. Maybe others keep bringing up like get some rhythm into the team, you know. But Eddie's team, in terms of the Mavs team, you want to see him play against the best. Which is I'm not so excited anymore for that game. I'm going to play against them. I was really excited for that Mavs Lakers game in April because it was gonna be a banger. But now they're out. Kyrie is out in specific. It's sad. It's sad. But we wish Kyrie the best. We hope he comes back well. And people say he'll be back by the next season starts, but no, absolutely not. He'll take like a year. Probably he'll be probably back by playoffs next year, but it will take him some time, depending on the extensivity or the extremity of the injury and the surgery and the rehab. But I look at the Eastern Conference Finals. The final, actually the final topic tonight? It's already been 1 hour. Did you watch the Cavs Celtics game? When Celtics were up by 22 points in the first the first minutes. Then they bottled it. they worried the game, boy.
Well, I think that's the other thing for the Celtics. They've been kind of bad defensively. Really bad defensively.
I've seen the Celtics, bro. They have no defense in the paint, man. Where is KP?
Well, again, they're keeping him for the playoffs. They've been really trying to keep him out of games sometimes. So I'm more worried about them in the playoffs. In other games, I know they can do whatever they want. In the playoffs,
Yeah,
they are deadly. They are bad.
yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, people are saying, man, the Celtics, bro. I don't even think they need the number one seed. I was telling Andre, he's a Celtics fan. I was telling him the Celtics don't really need the number one seed, man. Like they can still beat the Cavs. Yeah, the Cavs beat them, but yeah, they're not worried. They're not worried. And besides, they're going to meet the Cavs in the finals, so they have like 2 series to get their rhythm back. You know, assuming
That's
number one and number two seed because they're in a separate sort of like bracket that meet up in the Western Conference Finals. But yeah, the Celtics. It looks like from the Eastern Conferences, man. The Eastern Conference is so boring, man. It's the Celtics, then like 5 games. Sorry, it's the Cavs, then 5 games, then the Celtics, then like 3 games, then the Knicks, then like 3 games, then the Bucks, then like 2 games, then the Orlando. Like it's so spaced out, man. But man, but hey, it gets interesting in the playoffs, you know. And all of a sudden, the teams like Pacers, you know, all of a sudden now you're like, hey, okay, you know.
nah.
But
The playoffs is gonna be good because it's
the
balanced. You
different
know.
there's a lot of trades that have happened, good trades, you know, Zach Lavine, Luca, Jimmy, DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter is playing well for the Cavs as
Mm.
well. There's a lot of trades to be excited for. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a very great playoff season, you know. It's going to be interesting, especially because my Lakers are winning. All we do is win. LA in 5, OKC, KFC, USC, UFC, Lakers in 5. You know what I mean? Let's get it for. But yeah.
Lennon Sharp, Shimon Lennon, Sharp Lennon, Lakers in 0.
But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting series, Claret, and I guess I will see you again when I come to Canada and we have an in-person. Woo! Let's
See
go!
you on Sunday, boy.
I'll see you
All
on
right, bro.
Monday. Thank you guys for joining us.
Everybody, this is it. You've seen the ridiculousness of the Lakers and this guy, but
And you've seen how ridiculous Claret sounds with the whole words and
join
stuff.
us on every other game today
Join us next week,
episode,
guys,
and
because we will be in person and bring you a lot of stories from the NBA, from our high school life, from a lot of things around the
many other
world.
things. Many other
Many other
things.
things.
But
It's not just going to be
yeah.
basketball. It's going to be more than basketball. About life, girlfriends,
No.
sports.
Anyways,
You know,
guys, this was the game today. We are your hosts. I am Claret and here's Malcolm Weedy. See you soon.
good night. See you soon.